Pride makes us artificial. Humility makes us real. Thomas Merton.
Good morning, it's Alada. Welcome back to the channel. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and start off by saying Pepsi's going to get some free publicity because I'm at the laundromat and I've been waiting for about 20 minutes and he is still here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my recording. I'm not a Pepsi person. Y'all know I'm a Dr. Pepper lady. But let's get into this week. So let me first start off by saying my name's Alonda. I'm a 49-year-old mother. I'm on a GLP-1 weight loss journey. I've lost roughly 80 pounds. I'm in this weird stage in my journey where I'm going through body recomposition, which means I am losing fat and yet gaining muscle at the same time. However, I did a DEXA scan yesterday and it was very humbling. It was very humbling. I'm not going to get into it too much. I'm not. I have a video that I will record probably later on today because I recorded what was being told to me and I need to go back and reflect because I'm like, what the? I mean, y'all. Oh, I'm going to give you a preview. Now I'm trying not to cry because I literally was in that office yesterday with 3 people. I had co-parent with me. I had the technician and then the technician in training. And they were all talking and trying to help me understand. And I'm like, no, what are y'all talking about? I am doing everything. Y'all, like I said, I'm not going to cry. I don't know if you can tell. Like, it's an emotional thing. So I'm not going to have that emotion on this video. But let's just say when I was at my heaviest, March of 2025, not my heaviest since going to get a DEXA. Okay. My highest weight was 264.7, period, on record. But I went and got a DEXA scan a year into my journey. So a year in, and my rating was a B+. So I was like, oh, we're good. And then I went in August of 2025 and my rating was a B-. And I was like, what the hell? I'm losing weight. I've been working out all summer. I had, my logs. And so here it is. I am looking fit and trim. And, yeah, I gotta see. I gotta see. Oh my God. I'm not gonna do this, but let's just say when I'm emotionally ready, I will, record that video, hopefully later on today. And, yeah, cause I don't get it. I don't get it. So, yeah, I just don't get it. You do all of this hard work. And you can see the transformation, but shit just don't go your way. Oh my God. Like, what? Like, oh my God. Again, get my life together. This is why I'm not doing this on this video, because my emotions are still pretty raw. And I'm very humbled, which is, I guess you could say, the theme of this video. Be humbled. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. I was very humbled. In addition to that, life itself is just humbling me this week. And the one thing I can say that I'm very pleased about, sorry, you gotta flip this. I guess Chipotle is getting some free publicity as well. The one thing I can say about this week is, despite everything that has occurred this week, but y'all, life be lifing. We know this. Life be lifing. And it's like if you let one raindrop in, just know that it's about to pour. So it poured this week. But what I didn't do is I didn't turn to food. I did not. Now, did I lay around on the couch? Yes. Yes, I did. Me and my blanket, we just laid around. And then to pump myself up, I would record a short. And I had, I think 2. Well, I have 3, but one of them hasn't aired yet. I would record a short and feel good, feel pumped up, jazzed up, endorphins high. And then I'd go back to sitting on the couch because I didn't want to turn to food, which is what I would have done. I would have had an emotional week, and I would have let the food noise just run a plague, and I would have ate. Now, argument to this is I don't have food noise right now, so it could be an argument that I don't even know what I want to eat, even if I wanted to eat. But Oda Underwood just ate everything until something felt good. But I didn't even turn to food at all. I just laid on the couch and I watched TV. It would have been great if I was to the point where I said, okay, I'm frustrated, I'm gonna go for a walk. But I was like, you know what? No. Now, I did go ahead and do my strength training this week. I did 2 sessions of it. I did do my normal 2 walks. But I wasn't trying to do anything more than that. I just wasn't. Emotionally, I couldn't. I did my checklist, and that's where I stopped. Now, what I will say, and maybe this is a good thing. You know, everyone says consistency is key. Consistency is key. And like I said, oh, y'all, it's getting hot. Sorry. I am literally starting to sweat. Girl got fluids left and right. Okay. Get me ready. Oh my gosh. Now the clothes have stopped. I'll be back. As I was saying, consistency is key. And in April of 2026, I partnered up with Nourish, and this is not a Nourish sponsored video. Matter of fact, this is a Mochi, go Mochi, sponsored video. Love Mochi. I'll get into them when I give myself my injection. But I did partner up with Nourish, which is a online platform. You would work with a dietitian to better meal plan and all the fun stuff. And now, mind you, yes, Mochi does offer a very similar service. So I do meet with a dietitian, and some of you have asked me, why do you have 2? And like I said, Mochi, it comes with the membership, and Nourish reached out, and I was curious. And so I did join Nourish. And part of the thing with Nourish is that 94% of all people who sign up are covered by the insurance. Let's be humbled again. I am one of the 6% that is not. And so I will show you here. I did get my first session for free because, again, once they run your insurance, if it says 0 cost, then it's just 0 cost. They don't come back and be like, well, no, you actually owe us. So I was very grateful about that. And I even talked about that in my video, that, you know, they don't come back and try to rebill you or anything like that. But I did meet with a dietitian. And the one reason why I stayed with her for 3 sessions is because I was able to take a picture of my food and log it into the app, and she was able to see what I was doing. Now, she told me several times, I need you to increase your calories. She said it, I know. She said, you need to increase your calories. And if you recall the Nourish video that I did, she wanted me to put in some snacks. She was like, you need vegetables and fruits. You don't have enough in your diet. So I was taking my photos and sending them into the app, and she could see them. And then when we had our next session, which, by the way, the first one was free because, like I said, they thought they billed me. And then my other 2 sessions, I actually paid out of pocket. $145, I think it was $145. I'll show right here. So I actually paid for 2 out-of-pocket sessions, and that was just not feasible for my budget. But I like the consistency of sending what I was eating. Like, this is what I ate. I took a picture. The app kind of, you know, categorized everything and kind of gave a rough calorie count so she could see what I was doing. And both her and my Mochi doctor and my PCP have all said, you need to increase your calories. Like, they really want me at 1,500, preferably 1,800 calories per day. And that's a calorie deficit. Okay, so that is a calorie deficit. Remember, most of us were eating 3,500, 4,000 calories a day. We got on the medication. Bam, now we're barely eating 1,000 calories. Yeah, that's a calorie deficit, but that's a massive calorie deficit. It can send your body spiraling, in addition to the fact that we're putting the new medication into our systems. So I thought I was doing good. And I wasn't. They still wanted me to eat more, eat more, eat more, even though I'd even started strength training and walking. So now I'm burning even more calories. And I know this because this is how I got into my first stall. I wasn't eating enough, but I was doing too much. I was doing a lot. The girl was doing a lot trying to make the scale move. And I just wasn't fueling my body. So my body started to shut down and I stayed at the same weight. I say all of that to say this week when life was going crazy, I didn't turn to food. And I think I didn't turn to food for several reasons. One, I had no food noise, so I didn't even think about food. Two, I didn't know what to eat, even if I was thinking of eating something. And then three, I had gotten used to taking a picture of my food and uploading it to my dietitian so she knew what I was eating, which is why last week on the video I was very upset. And I kind of talked about the viewer because she was like, you're eating this and you're eating that. And I'm like, you don't know what I'm eating. My dietitian knows what I'm eating because I'm literally uploading it to the app. And I'm being critiqued by professionals. So that's why I was really, really frustrated and upset at that person. But long story short, because I can't get long-winded. And my daughter needs her clothes because these are work clothes. Long story short, I feel like I've done some transformation in regards to my reaction. I didn't turn to food. Yes, I did lay down and just enjoy life and binge watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of Netflix. I did. But I didn't turn to food. Now, I would love to get to the point where I do have a healthy, I did go shopping. I did. I got on Walmart. That's an old issue I have. I love to shop. So I had toned myself down for years on years on years on years. But with me just sitting there and watching these little shorts of outfits from Walmart, I bought a couple of things, which I was like, do not buy clothes. But I did. Which, by the way, I do have a clothing haul. I have a clothing haul coming up. Because I am, 80 pounds down and I'm trying to figure out my body. And, going through your closet can be very humbling again. Very humbling. Because there's some stuff that I don't want to let go. I didn't want to let go, but I let go of. And now I'm like, well, now I don't have a green outfit. Now I don't have a gray dress. So, I did buy some pieces. Actually, I didn't buy them. It was sponsored. I got sponsored. And the pieces are pieces that I would normally never buy myself. Never. I would never go into a store and be like, ooh, I'm going to buy this. And so I do step out of my wheelhouse to try some different things. All right. So this week, life was lifing. So just in curiosity, if you wanted to know what happened, I have a rental. This is my rental where this is now the 4th time that a plumbing issue has happened. My homeowner's insurance is trying not to cover it because all the pipes run in the same area. So every time there's a pipe issue, guess what? It's in the exact same area. So I'm fighting with the insurance to get that covered. I do have tenants in the house and they're great. They really are. Love them, love them, love them. They've been there almost 13 years. But I hate having them have to deal with this. And they are so flexible that they're like, no, I'll just take off of work and wait for the adjuster. No, don't worry. I'll take off of work and do it. And I'm like, please don't take off of work. Don't get fired. Please don't get fired. So I do have that stress going on. As you know, the washer and dryer is still doing its thing. We did get the washer fixed, but now the dryer is like, no, I'm not doing nothing. And the refrigerator is still doing whatever the hell she wants to do. So now the great part is that my 2 youngest have been at camp. Yay for camp. I only have one of my twins. She's at the house working. And co-parent and I have been home pretty much every day, all day by ourselves. And we haven't killed each other. Yay! If anything, we have been more supportive towards each other. Because, like I said, he's on a GLP-1 and he can't figure out food right now. And, so it's been a support system. Yeah, and he goes and gets his DEXA on Sunday. So we'll see if he'll let me share that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's get to this injection because I'm being long-winded. Adding something new to the flavor. So I can officially say I'm stacking. For anyone who doesn't know what that means, because I'm fairly new to the peptide game, which by the way, tirzepatide and semaglutide are peptides. because last year I made the comment, I don't know anything about peptides, and one of you responded, Alonda, trizepatide is a peptide. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So I am now taking glutathione, 100 milligrams, 3 times a week, and this is a monstrous bottle. She's a biggin because I'm taking 100 units. I'm also, of course, taking trizepatide with L-carnitine and NAD+. So that's why I can say I am stacking, because I'm literally taking 4 peptides. That is one thing I do love about Mochi Health. My NAD+ and my L-carnitine are put into my trizepatide, and that's $199 a month, period. If you try to do trizepatide and then add on NAD+ or add on L-carnitine separate, you're easily spending almost $450. I actually went to a wellness place yesterday after I did my DEXA scan. It's a place I've been to before. I did the cold plunge there. I actually got to meet the owner, which is so funny because my student worked there. I walked in and she was like, hi, miss, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, because I'm horrible with names. And she and I got to talking, and she gave Chris a tour of the facility. And so I went on the facility tour as well. And they offer peptides. Put this back, monstrous container. They offer peptides. And he was so funny. He said, we offer the FDA-approved peptides. That's what he said. We offer the FDA-approved peptides. You're done folding? Perfect. So all that to say, he gave me the pricing sheet, and I was like, and even co-parent was like, and I said, yeah. And to be fair, his pricing was actually cheaper than any pricing I've seen around my area. Cheaper. So mind you, with being with Mochi Health, I'm actually getting a massive discount because I'm actually stacking them in one vial. One little vial. And I have to get 33 units out of this one. So I've already wiped. See, I've already wiped. Now I just need to fill up my syringe and get my life going. So I've said it before, I love Mochi Health. Mochi Health works with some of the exact same compounding pharmacies that all the others work with. One of the major differences with Mochi Health is that they offer you a wide range of services. So you can also meet with a dietitian, you can do your blood work, you can do a sleep study. Their marketplace is filled with all kinds of options, down to men's health, women's health, hair, skin, and nails. My daughter is actually on a product for her skin. Elena, how's your skin? Pretty good. That was not the case a month ago. A month ago, it was, and we were spending crazy amounts of dollars trying to go to a spa to get it taken care of. And all it took was one quick quiz, pairing of a doctor. And it was funny because on their visit, when he came on screen, he was like, I can assume you're not here for weight loss. And she was like, no, I'm here for my skin. And so they started talking about skin, talking about how when the guy came online, he was like, I assume you're not here for weight loss. Oh, yeah. She was like, no. So a wider range of services. Yes, there is a membership fee of $79, but even when you add the membership fee and some of the cost of the other medications, you're still saving. And that's the funny part. A lot of people are like, oh no, I'll just spend $329 with this telehealth because I don't like memberships. You're paying an extra $80 because you don't like memberships. If you take the $79 monthly plus the $199, you're saving. You're literally saving. You're saving. I don't get it. I mean, I do understand the mindset, but save yourself some money. We need these coins in today's life. So I'm gonna go ahead and give myself my trizepatide injection. You will not see me give myself the glutathione because that sucker just takes forever. She's a beast and she takes forever. You ready? Yeah. Okay, my daughter's ready to go to work, so I gotta hurry up. I mean, look at that. Look, this is my pooch pooch. Y'all remember the pooch? She's almost gone. I mean, this is what's left. You see it? This is left. So trust me when I say I was at that appointment yesterday going, huh? what? I was, ooh, y'all. And they were like, you can't out diet a bad diet. And I said, oh, hold up. So I whipped out my Nourish app and I started showing, and they said, that's good for right now. Oh, that's gluta. We're not doing gluta. We're doing NAD. He said, that's good for right now because you can see the dates and times that I sent everything. Sorry, hold on. There we go. He said that they said, that's good and all, but that's just recently. What were you doing in September, October, November, December, January, February, March? And I was like, I mean, I was cleaning it. I was cleaning up my diet. I really was. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And so, you know, that part was making sense. I am going to go ahead and do this one. I just go over just so slightly. And like I said, this one takes a long time. That was like, I've been cleaning up my diet. Make it make sense. So I will say gluta stings a little bit. It's not really a sting. It is a sting. It is a sting. I think it's because it's so much going in. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe just the medication itself has a stinging effect. But 100 units, see right now, there's a sting. Yeah. And I'm only at 50. Woo. This is not like the tirzepatide. Tirzepatide was very different than the glutathione. So I'm stacking. But I thank y'all for all your love and support. And this is a long video, and I apologize by it. I promise I did not mean to make this video so long. Okay. But coming up next, I will be doing a video about my DEXA scan and clothing haul. Again, outfits that I would normally never wear. So I hope y'all are doing well. Enjoy your weekend.